Day Party Podcast, your host Go Lucky, and I have the one and only, the beautiful, one of the most up and coming poets out of the DFW area. And her name is Mrs. Lovely B. How you feel, love?
I'm feeling good. What about you?
You feel good?
Yeah, I'm feeling great.
Hey, first thing I asked you when you got here was, did you get lost?
No.
You know why did I ask you that? Because everybody gets lost when they come over here. You know what I mean?
If they got the GPS, they should.
GPS brought you right here.
Yep.
That's what's up. Now listen, we first met almost about a year ago, something like that.
Yeah, like around summertime this time.
Right. And when I first saw you, something drew me to you. You have that aura about you. And we spoke about this. You have this aura about you. I didn't know that you do poetry. I didn't know any of that. You know what I mean? But something drew me to you, and that's why I approached you. And I was like, yo, I need to talk to her. Then once you started rapping out these things you do, I knew I was on the spot.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So real quick, give these people something, a little background on you, like as far as like where you're from, and we can start from there.
Okay, well, initially, I was born
Okay.
in Jersey. We moved to Texas. I was raised in Arlington. I went to school in Denton. I recently just graduated from college, and poetry was something I did, because I'm not really good at communicating my feelings. So one of my friends was like, you seem like you keep a lot balled up inside. Why don't you try writing?
Right.
And so I started doing that. At first it was just something I just, wrote down. I didn't really share with anybody.
Right.
And then one of my homeboys went to a poetry club at my school,
Right.
and he literally pushed me to go up there.
Right.
I was like, I'm scared. I don't want to go. He was like, she wants to do it. And I was like, fuck. So anyways, I got up, and that's just how it all started. It just started to come to fruition after that.
So let me ask you though, like, okay, do you know why? Like what was in you that you wasn't outspoken, or what made you contact them?
I am outspoken. I'm a very outspoken person, but people have always told me since I've been little that I'm good with my words. Like the way you said that was very poetic, but it didn't come together. I didn't put everything together until I got older. Like maybe I should try poetry, and that's what I did.
And the reason why I say that because I used to do poetry, and it was the same thing with me. But like you just said, I had to, because I'm a thinking person, and every time I do something, if I can feel it myself, I try to go into my head to figure out why. So for me, when I got into poetry, it's because I had a lot of hurt inside me that I wasn't aware of.
And that's what it was.
Right.
It was some suppressed feelings that I never really brought. Because like I said, I mask everything. Still to this day, I still mask everything. And the only way for me to get those feelings out in a healthy way is for me to write.
Right.
So, yeah.
So, and the great part about that is everybody can write from their feelings. It's a lot of artists, you know what I'm saying, that's in the game right now. They can only rap about materialistic stuff, money, cars, jewelry, females. That's easy. But if you ask them to tell them to write something about their childhood, or tell them something about that hurt them, you can't do it. You know what I mean? So that you have to automatically have a gift inside you. You know what I mean? So, do you remember the first thing you ever wrote?
Yes. I actually am a survivor of domestic violence. So the first thing I wrote was my encounter growing up with my father, and
Domestic violence?
Domestic violence.
That means you had a boyfriend?
No, I was not the one being abused. My mother was. So I was writing with my encounter with that. Me seeing that growing up and how much it changed me and changed my perspective as a woman. So, I just talked about all the suppressed feelings I had. I talked about, him not ever apologizing about it, but it being okay because even though he never said an apology, I still forgave him,
Right.
Just so I can grow and I won't be him type of thing.
So let me ask you something, because I dealt with that myself, watching the guy used to beat on my mom, but that was from drugs and an asshole. When you have drugs mixed with an asshole, you get shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So was that the
I don't want to say it wasn't drugs. Alcohol definitely played a big part in it. And probably some of his own things that he had suppressed, his own demons that he had suppressed. My dad's not a bad person. I still love him. But, sometimes people just don't have things that they take care of. And those things, when you suppress those things, they become you. So that's what I feel like happened in his case. But he's not a bad person. He just,
So, because I'm talking to you now, I can tell this still affects you.
Yeah, it affects me.
Because you know what I heard you say?
What?
He still hasn't apologized.
He hasn't, but
I can tell that bothers you.
It does, but he's not going to take accountability, so I have to continue to move on with my life. I can't let that hinder me.
Real talk. And that's personal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And what I found was when I was going through my situation with that, that's when I was able to speak out more, because I would help other people. I would tell people what I was going through, what I was seeing in my house. But though, you know what I would do is I learned how to channel my feelings. So I could be going through hell at home, but when I'm around my friends, I'm cool, I'm happy.
Don't you feel like that's a mask though, because they don't know?
It is though.
Okay.
But though, I still have my moments where I can say, "Hey, look, this is what's going on."
That's me every day.
See what I mean?
That's definitely what I do. But that's why I write poetry. So people who've been through the same experience I have can relate and see that, I'm here, I'm strong, I'm still pushing on. I'm not letting what I went through be me, I'm not letting that my situation dictate who I'm going to be in life. So
right. So the first thing you wrote about, it has something to do with that.
Yeah, and then the second poem I wrote was, about how these niggas ain't shit.
Hold up, fellas. Y'all, everybody calm down. All my fellas, calm down right now. She said we ain't nothing.
Okay, some niggas ain't shit.
Okay.
I don't want to say generalize everybody.
Okay.
That's just what my poem was about.
Niggas
how?
ain't shit.
No, not necessarily. Okay, it just wasn't straight like that. It wasn't straight like that. I just was talking about how guys are more into materialistic things, like how fat a girl's ass is, how many likes they say they're not interested in that, but that's what y'all are attracted to. So that's what I was just saying. I'm saying, that's all I was saying.
I think, but just to speak on that, I think that's what nature has impelled us. If I can use impel, I don't know if I can use that word, but I'm using it right now. It's my show. I think nature, that's what it's drawn us to. But though, I'm gonna say this right here though. Different people have different styles, different things that attract them. You know what I mean? Like me, I like a woman that can think. You know what I'm saying? It's not too much of what she looks like. I like a woman that can think. You know what I mean? If you can think and because first of all, just say if I'm in trouble, if I need help with something, I need help. I need somebody to help me get out of this hole.
Every man should want a woman that can think, so she can lead you into a better place. You got a woman that look good. Okay, you in trouble. What's she gonna do? She gonna help you get out where her looks? No. Like that's dumb.
That ass ain't gonna get you out.
It's not. And eventually looks fade away. That's also what's also in the end of my poem. Like, yeah, she look good now, but as time goes on, all that stuff she done got pumped in her body, it's not gonna
That's
last.
not good right there. I don't like fake. I don't like fake by the horse. That's another story.
Okay.
But listen, so niggas ain't shit.
Mm-hmm. No, not every guy's not, because
some niggas ain't shit.
Yeah, because I've met some great guys. There's some great men in the DFW Metroplex. Okay, there's some kings out here.
Okay, cool. So some niggas ain't shit.
Some niggas.
Can you give me So you had to be writing from a personal experience.
It's usually my experience all the time. Sometimes, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I'm an underdog. I feel like I'm underestimated a lot. I feel like I'm overlooked. Because...
What do you mean? Like where?
I just feel like I'm overlooked. Like, guys voice that, oh, I see your potential, you're such a good woman. But it's like, okay, but you went for this. And I just feel like I'm here, and guys keep going for this. You know what I'm saying? But they're just looking at the outer appearance. They see that she get a whole bunch of likes, they hear her name on the street, so that's what they want. But it's like, I have so much to offer.
So, okay. Now, this is another conversation. I like this conversation. So... You think guys just go off? Because that's like It's like some social media shit. That's some internet shit.
That's what it is, though. That's what everything's overly saturated. And as much as guys try to say that that's not what they go for, subconsciously, that's what they do.
Well, I gotta say this. Mm-hmm. Instagram has changed the game.
It has.
Instagram has changed the game, and what I mean by that is because. But let me speak from my experience. I don't go by likes and followers and all that.
Okay.
Because you know me, I'm out here in the streets. I see these girls with the 50,000 followers, the 60,000 followers, but you got to get in line. See, them followers is not going to get you in the spot free. But the likes ain't gonna go get you no new car.
Maybe not to you, but the likes is gonna maybe. The right nigga gonna like your pictures. Now that nigga like your picture, now he in your DMs, now he trying to break bread. You know what I'm saying?
He just trying to hit that ass.
Okay, but he's...
I mean, yeah, you got some niggas. Yeah, you got some niggas.
A lot of guys do that out here. They do that. They try to, you know...
So let me ask you something. Let me play devil's advocate.
I'm listening.
Now, what if a guy was... What if 10 guys was in your DM giving you money and bigging you up?
Oh,
now,
little do you know that they do be in my DMs.
Okay.
Trying to if you do this, I'm gonna give you some money, or can I meet you for $500? And
like sexual favors?
Sexual favors, or they just want me to submit to them, or they just want me to be their girlfriend. And I'm like, to me, it's just like, I just can't sell myself like that. You know what I'm saying? And my friend's like, bitch, why you fucking with these niggas that they really can't? But it's like, it's not about that for me. It's about the vibe. It's not about the money. We can grow together and make some money.
Right.
But, well, I'm making my own money. I'm not really worried about trying to find a nigga with no money.
Well, let me say this. Are you looking for a man?
I'm not seeking one. I'm letting God send him to me.
Okay, but how you know if ain't one of them guys that's been in your DM?
It's not. Because, guys, I don't like that type of shit anyways. I like natural conversation.
So basically what you're telling me is you feel like you overlooked, but you have a ton of talent and you have a huge heart.
Yep.
But you feel like all the great guys are looking for a big booty Jenny or a big booty Sarah.
They're looking for
a big titty Tina.
Yeah. They're looking for quantity, not quality. And
okay,
I'm a quality woman.
Give me some of your highlights. Like what do you bring to the table? Because we're gonna get you a date.
I don't need a date.
Oh, you don't need a date.
I don't need a date.
You for a hug.
I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of playing. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not looking for a date. I'm just looking for somebody I can grow with. I'm not looking for a husband right now. I'm still young. I'm still trying to figure.
How old are you anyway?
I'm 23 years old.
You got your whole life to find, Mr.
Do I really?
Yeah.
Okay,
but
I have a biological clock, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be no old ass mama.
You right about that. My bad. I take that back. But poetry, how has that helped you mentally and physically, as far as personal, like you writing it and sharing your work with others? Like, what is that experience like when people receive your work? You know what I'm saying?
Well, God works in mysterious ways. So while I was in school, I actually was I didn't have a job. I was looking for a job. I had just had some surgery, so I couldn't really go out and go look for a job. So I was on Indeed. Mm-hmm. I saw something that was saying like, oh, we're looking for friendly, loving, energetic people. I said, oh, that's me to the T. So I applied for it. I get a call back. The man's like, oh, can you come to my house? It was to be a caregiver. So I come to his house, I meet him, and it turns out that he does poetry as well. So he actually gave me the opportunity to be in a book. So now I'm also published.
That's what's up.
By the way. And so, so me and him were able to connect it. He even gave me another opportunity just recently. So I'm going to be in another book. And he had a book signing event at Heroes Lounge. If anybody's ever heard that. They have open mic nights on Fridays, just to let you guys know. I went there, I did my poem, and I was so nervous, but it was dark, so I couldn't see anybody, so I was just talking. I went to the bathroom, I always hope that my poems reach people.
Right.
It was so many people that showed me so much love, even as I was walking to the bathroom, because like you said, because he hasn't forgiven me, it does still sit in my heart a little bit, but it's not as much. I'm not angry about it.
Right.
I had a girl come to the bathroom and she was crying and she hugged me and she embraced me and told me that she's also been through the same situation and that my poem she just could really relate with my poem, and that made me feel good. And even when I go on Instagram and I post my poems, people are like, I really appreciate your poems. Like, they really help me, because it just feels good. I just feel like I'm a servant from God, and so a servant for God. So I just want to help and spread my light as much as I can possible.
And you know what? And you're doing that because, like I said, I watch your stuff too. And what I like about you, when I see you on your Instagram, like, you look directly into the camera, and I can tell you're passionate, and I can tell you're serious about what you do. You know what I mean? So, and this is what I always tell people. It ain't about dealing with social media. It's not about how many likes you get. People see stuff all the time. They might be moving. They might be getting in out of the car. They might be feeding the baby, but they still saw that video. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because I get this all the time. People who never hit like, they never hit the heart button, but when they see me, they bring up stuff. Oh, y'all saw this. Oh, y'all saw that. I be like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So the same thing about you. Your message is still getting out there. You got a long road to go.
I do.
So 2 things to be successful. It's 2 people. You have to be patient. You have to be persistent. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Especially when, like I say, especially when you're dealing with people. Mm-hmm. It's like wine. It's like fine wine. You know what I mean? It takes time, but the ultimate goal is it's the ultimate success. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So especially like when you're dealing with true feelings, when you're dealing with experiences, you always gonna be needed. You know what I'm saying? Because people need that. You know what I'm saying? You provide a service that can't no job offer you. You know what I mean? Like how you just said that you never know how that woman is doing in her life right now just because you did that poem. You know what I mean? So I want to inspire you to keep that up, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, I shared that same journey. Mm-hmm. Writing. You know what I mean? So, do you have a favorite poem, you know what I'm saying, that you do?
I really like the poem about the domestic violence. Mm-hmm. People are always super quiet when I say it, and I could just see it in their faces. They can feel what I went through. Mm-hmm. So that's definitely one of my favorite poems. Mm.
So let me ask you this. Mm-hmm. It's a part of the show where it's called the or game. Mm-hmm. Real simple. Okay. It's called the or game, alright?
Okay.
White or brown liquor?
Brown.
Why brown?
Just because white, I black out. I start doing crazy stuff. The only thing clear I can drink is tequila. I love me some tequila.
Okay, cool. LeBron or Michael Jordan?
LeBron.
Oh yes, what's up? I got Team LeBron, baby. Morris Chestnut or Idris Elba?
Idris Elba.
What? I'm shocked.
Well, be shocked. He's African. I'm African, and his family. His family's from Sierra Leone, and his family actually knew my mom's like my grand uncle.
Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. Okay, movie or Netflix?
Movie.
Okay. Club or bar?
Bar.
Why bar?
I hate the club. I'm not gonna lie. I do it sometimes just so I can live my 20s, but I like the intimate interaction that I get at a bar, and the people I meet at a section at the club. You in a section, people bumping into you, bitches slapping that musty ass weaving at your face. This is too much.
I got you. Nipsey Hussle or Tupac?
Why you do that?
I just did.
Oh my god. I don't want to say. Look, I'm gonna say Tupac, but I love Nipsey because I like what he was about. I didn't listen to his music, but I went through a hard Tupac wave. You know what I'm saying? Right. But I like both of their messages and the impact.
Yeah. So Lucky Day Party Podcast.